Hello, hello, mic check, mic check. Hey, you guys, mic check, mic check. How do we sound?
Yeah, let us know in the chat.
Please, por favor.
Please. Creepy clown girl. She's in the his house, his house, his house. We got Penny Tails up. In the his house, his house, his house. We got Dingleberry. This one's for you, baby. In the his house, his house, his house. We have Bansheeba. Everybody. She's in the his house, his house. Excuse me about that. Oh boy, who else is in the his house right quick? We got Horror by the Numbers in the his house, his house, his house. Queen Dragon, everybody. Queen Dragon, she's in the his house, his house, his house. Gibby Lanes is in the his house, his house, his house. Who else is up in here? We got Gothic Rose, everybody. She's in the his house, his house, his house. Mandy Mortem. Mandy Mortem's in the his house, his house, his house. Who else is up in here? Woo, baby. I gotta scroll before this thing hits. Philia Noctis. She's in the his house, his house, his house. What is up, Philia? I'm feeling your Philia. Who else is up in here? Dark and Grim people, give it up. He's in the his house, his house, his house. Woo. Puerto Rican showcasing, what is up? He's in the his house, his house, his house. Karen Suave, everybody. She's in the his house, his house, his house. Anthony Shouse is in the his house, his house, his house. We got Dr. Gray in the his house, his house, his house. Who else is up in here? Demented Maniac is in the his house, his house, his house. Slumber Reads, everybody. What is up? He's in the his house, his house, his house. Let's see. Ooh. Yeah, baby. Dustin Fleming's in the his house, his house, his house.
Let's see. If there's anybody else, you can continue your roll call.
Yeah, let me get that.
It's right there.
I bet. Welcome to Stereo Dread, everybody. With me is the lovely and talented Dominican dandy, Miss Stereo.
What? Hello, everybody. With me is the Puerto Rican Prince of Poetry, Kenny Dreadful.
That's right. We got Tania Jones in the his house, his house, his house. Almost done. Don Sharp, guys. He's in the his house, his house, his house. 13 past midnight. 13 past midnight. Is in the his house, his house, his house. Let's see. Almost at the bottom, people. And then we're going to get this party started because we have with us tonight Nightmare Files. And I'm pretty sure this is going to be lit. We got Danny Martian from the mothership in the his house, his house, his house. Almost down to the bottom, guys. Let's see. I think we're done. All right, cool.
LOL.
Thank
That's
you,
awesome.
everybody, for showing up. Mysterio, do you have a few words you'd like to share?
Yes, I do. I would like to welcome all of the newcomers that are up in this piece with us today. Welcome, welcome to Stereo Dread, powered by Dezombified. Yep, that's who we are. We're Dezombified. I'm Miss Stereo, and he is Kenny Dreadful. Together, we make Stereo Dread.
What's
Get
the
that?
motto?
Scary stories, good times. That is what Dezombified is all about.
Thank God it's Friday.
Woo-hoo!
Woo!
It is
TGIF,
Friday.
baby. The weekend's here, and we're
That's
kicking
right.
it off with a bang.
Absolutely.
Nightmare Files, y'all. In a few.
Absolutely. Yes. In a few, Nightmare Files will be with us. That's awesome. That's
Spaz,
awesome.
man. 500. He's in the his house, his house, his house.
Whoop, whoop. Awesome. That's awesome, yo. That's mad fabulous. All of our people are fabulous, by the way, baby. Did you know that?
Oh, yeah. I've been new that.
Hell yeah. Our
It's
people
nothing
are
new to me, sweetie.
fabulous.
I just hope they realize how awesome they are.
That's awesome.
That's the key. That is the key, baby.
I mean, look what he says, baby. We're reading a funny private message. That's awesome. Sorry, guys.
Yeah,
inner
yeah,
joke.
yeah.
I just had
Don't
to
worry
laugh and
about it.
shit.
We got it, baby.
We got you. We got
We
you.
got you, Nightmare Files.
Absolutely. So, you guys, how your week has been? How has your week been?
It's been good. It's been good. We had crazy, amazing guests this week. Just last night, Timothy Duran, you know.
He lit the house on fire.
Oh, man, this is just... And then next week, we got more crazy guests. So,
oh, yeah.
Yeah, we're just like in a tizzy, getting all these wonderful guests on the show.
Absolutely.
Got a quick roll call. Athena Rutherford. She's in the his house. Thank you, everybody. Please hit that like button so we know if you like what's going on. I do not have ESP. You know, I'm not Mistress Cleo. I can't tell your fortune. But please, Madame Cleo, do not forget to hit that like.
No, yeah, absolutely. So, but hey, baby, how about we share some freaking news articles with our guests?
Yeah, that sounds good.
Great.
Let's do
that sounds awesome to me. I really want to share some of these cool things with our audience. There's lots of stuff coming down the pipeline. And one of those things is, guess what?
What?
Elvira, Mistress of the Dark herself. Her autobiography is set to be released in 2020 during the Halloween season.
Oh, word?
I love me some Elvira.
Yeah, she was awesome.
Dude, I had the wig. I had the wig and the outfit.
Oh, boy.
I love her, and it's going to be...
You were cosplaying, huh? You were cosplaying.
I was cosplaying before it was even a thing. I just used to go to school like that sometimes during October, during the season.
Yeah.
You know, I just liked it, and I loved watching her show, and I loved watching her just,
cool.
You know, she's the Mistress of the Dark. Come on,
no
man.
Doubt. Why don't you read the story to the people then?
Well, not
it's
much
right
to read, but
yeah,
sure, why not? Announced in her official newsletter this week, Cassandra Peterson, a.k.a., of course, the Mistress of the Dark, Elvira herself, is currently hard at work on a brand new autobiography. I'm busier than ever writing away on my autobiography, she revealed. I know I have a deadline from my publishers, so no more messing around. My book is due at the end of February, so we can have a Halloween 2020 release.
Oh, wow. I'm sorry, but I'm looking at the side, and it says James Wan calls his next film an original horror idea that'll feature old school practical effects.
Whoa.
Well, that's going to be dope. I'm looking forward to that, whatever that is.
We're talking about it. Might as well click on it. What you think?
Yeah, let's do it.
Hey, F it. Let's go for it.
Any James Wan's fans in the house?
No, yeah,
like
but that's
James
some cool
Wan.
stuff about. I think I might get that book.
Yeah, so it says here that if you scroll down, I already read the title.
Oh, okay.
So I don't want to repeat that. But as we learned earlier this week, the next film that James Wan will direct is a new horror movie for New Line. And no, it's not secretly a Nightmare on Elm Street. Sorry. That would have been freaking epic.
Yes.
Wan just released teased on Facebook. There's been a bit of speculation as to what my next project is. All I'll say is I'm super excited to go back to my indie roots with this hard R thriller. An original horror idea, not a reboot, remake, or anything based on existing IP, with old school practical effects and no giant blue screen sets. That's not good. They're gonna hear that. What's that?
Oh, sorry about that. I don't know what
That's
the
not
heck
good.
just happened. I'm so sorry about that, you guys. I just moved the wrong way, and the headphones fell out of the jack on that monitoring.
Yeah, it's fine,
PC.
baby. It happens. That's all I can say for now, Juan added, sharing a series of photos taken during the location scout for the film. You'll have to head over to his Facebook page to check those out. Nice. It's going to be amazing. I mean, he directed The Conjuring 2. That was the last film he directed.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
Yeah. He's awesome. All right, boo. What's
all
next?
right, well, before we move on to the next story, baby, guess what happened?
A roll call?
You got a few new roll calls, I believe.
All right, tell me
Let's
then.
see here.
Who's up in here? The Late Horror Show is in the his house. What is going on, Dino? Mighty Might, everybody. Mighty Might is in the his house. He's here to save the day. Yeah, Mighty Might.
Yeah.
Awesome.
That's awesome. Okay, I think we might be caught up. I'm not sure.
Yeah, if
but
I see anybody that I didn't see before, I'll make sure.
Absolutely.
You know, so what's going to happen is during the interview, if I see anybody, I'll just write up their name on the board
Awesome.
to say hi on the whiteboard.
Sounds good
and
to me.
then once we have a break with Nightmare Files, I'll just shout them out.
Okay. Well, alrighty then.
All right,
Let's
so
see what else we got in the works. Hey, this is a nice story. Let me read this to our peoples. Machete.
Yeah.
If you guys don't know Danny
who
Trejo,
Machete
you know,
is,
everybody
yeah.
got to know who Machete,
Machete,
is.
yeah.
Come on. He helped save a child trapped in an overturned car. So that was pretty cool. Says Danny. Actor Danny Trejo got the chance to play a real-life hero Wednesday when he helped rescue a young child trapped in an overturned car in Sylmar, Los Angeles to be exact. Well known for playing villains, actor Danny Trejo got the chance to be a real-life hero on Wednesday when he helped rescue a young special needs child trapped in an overturned car in Sylmar, Los Angeles. Trejo happened to be in the area when two cars collided Wednesday afternoon in the area of Hubbard Street and Jackman Avenue. One of the vehicles overturned onto his roof, and a young child was trapped inside, strapped to a car seat. Trejo and another bystander helped rescue the child. This is cool. This is him talking to the news. I think it's ABC 7.
Right.
I believe anyway. And yeah, I saw this before, like two days ago or something like that.
Okay.
And I think it was really cool. He said that, you know, basically, what was his word? Let me see something. He says here, everything good that has happened to me has happened as a direct result of helping someone else. Everything. And that's, I mean, isn't that something?
Yeah, that's kind of like our creed, man.
Mm-hmm.
We try to help other people.
And good things will come eventually.
Yeah, you know, like Dingleberry was like, yo, get Nightmare Files, get Nightmare Files. I was like, you know what? I'll try Dingleberry. Can't make any promises, bro. But you know what? Nightmare Files is a crazy, super cool, chill dude.
Yes, he is.
So he said yes. So your dream has come true,
That's
Dingleberry.
awesome. That's
Here
awesome.
on Dezombified, baby.
Hey, Nightmare Fells, if you're still in the chat, why don't you jump on into the Hangouts while we go. And by the way, I sent you yet another link on Twitter, just in case the first one that I sent you before didn't work. So you just jump in there and we will introduce you, my brother. Let's see here. So yeah, I think that was pretty neat. What
Let's go
happened
to
with
the
my
Z-Horde anthem.
Shall we?
We'll send them the link. And let's get this crack-a-lackin', baby.
Okay, great. Sounds good to me. Hey, for those who are new here and don't know what the Z-Horde anthem is basically the anthem for our base, our supporters, our family, because we're family here, man. The Z-Horde is a family. And yeah, we included some of the names of some of our supporters as well as fellow creators that we respect and or have collaborated with in the past. So I hope you guys like everything that you guys see in here today, and enough to subscribe, like, share, and, you know, put it out there. So this is the Z-Horde anthem, and we will be back with you shortly with Nightmare Files.
Yeah, baby.
This one goes out to all you Dezomba friends, the Z-Horde. We want you to know just how much we love you.
Shout out to Ophelia Noctis, creepy clown girl, dark carnival got this. A look on Nightmare is so amazing. Puerto Rican Jose's entertaining. Dark waters, dog man is twisted. Nation 1994, really gifted. Dustin Fleming's stronger than the rock. Hellfire's out here making everything hot. Yeah, Braden 23 of I is a G. For kryptonites down, kid, he's family. Now there are times when we all need gore. Danny Martian's in the house, never know what's in store. Mandy Mortem is legit and a queen. Gothic Rose enchanting, she's on the scene. 13 past midnight, things that go bump in the night. Gory B, horror addicts are out of sight. Big ups to the late horror show. Emily's Adventures in Horrorland, here we go. And you know we gotta keep them dice rolling. MD Who Entertainment, she's been chosen. Give it up for the evil outcast. Swedish mom is dope, yo, you know she got class. So if you get bad vibes from storytelling, then these monsters in my mind will leave you yelling. You see, we all about hearing stranger stories on the creeps. So sweet, she really got love for me. Penny tails up, narrating for the win. Queenie Todd, they amazing, but real dark and grim. Dementor centaurs, flickathon, swamp dwellers. Scolded 22, they be our fellas. Anime atone, time we lives, a fantastic panic deep. Paranormal history, great graphics. What's up, Bullis Greedy? I meant CP. I'm gonna get so bent with nefarious TV. Slumberies are the morbid. Cap 7, truly salmon. And we can never forget about Karen. 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 Karen.
Yeah. Hey everybody, we are back. Thanks for sticking around for the Z-Horde anthem. Hope you enjoyed it. And hey, you know something, Miss Stereo? I think that we should just get right into it because the people, they came to see Nightmare Files, baby.
Yes,
and he's
did.
on. Welcome, Nightmare Files. Give us some hand clap emojis, people.
Hello.
Please, guys, give
What
us a
up,
sound
everyone?
check. Make sure you can hear him and let us know. How you doing, brother?
I'm good. Yourself?
Chilling. Like I like to say, chilling like a villain.
Oh boy.
Yeah, I say chilling a lot.
Yeah, we do.
Can they hear me?
I hope so. Let's
What about
see
them?
here.
It's a little lag. Let's
Give me a
give it
thumbs
few
up if you can hear
seconds.
me.
Yeah.
Yes, please let us know. It'll be great. You know, that's usually how we know
Cool.
that we're doing things right, is because people will say, "Hey, we hear you." You know.
Oh,
and I do
the dark and
apologize.
grim.
Yes, I know. Yeah, I
Yo,
know.
you ever watch this stuff?
Yes, I just
You ever
watched
watch the
his
channel
latest
Dark and
today.
Grim? Man,
I just watched today
Yeah, it's
his
pretty good.
latest, and I gotta say, you know, I was angry, but at the same time, I was like, wow, this guy really puts it together. You know, cool accent too. You know?
Yeah.
It's
Nice
a
and
little
dark.
Tragic. Yeah, it's a little tragic. You know.
Yeah.
Oh, ow. The video today is
His
a
name
little
fits
tragic.
him.
Well, you guys, by the way, they're in the chat. Ooh, Slumber Reads is in the house, baby.
Slumber Reeves.
What up, Slumber?
His house.
Yeah, I mess with
That's
Slumber.
awesome.
I like him.
Yeah, he's cool. He's mad cool, man.
He's gonna be on in about 2 weeks.
Yes, he will. He's gonna be on soon.
Real
That's
soon.
right.
Yeah, he just hit 50K.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, he
Dang.
did.
Yeah,
He don't play. He ain't playing. Slumber Reads is not playing.
yeah.
He ain't playing no games. So,
He's
hey,
very
brother, I have a quick
persistent.
question for you, brother. Let's get this party started. Let me ask you a question.
What up?
Why horror?
Why?
How did it happen? Yeah, like, how
Oh.
did it happen?
I was saying, like all the way back, or how did I start the channel?
Well, yeah. Well, first, what made you start with horror, and what got you into it, and also, you know, what got your channel started? So one first, then the other.
Well, I grew up loving horror. Honestly, I started watching horror movies when I was 3. That I can remember. It was the Nightmare on Elm Street Part 3. I used to watch it every single day on tape.
Dream Warriors.
Dream Warriors.
Let me find out. That's my favorite.
Yes.
Warriors.
Woo, woo. That's my favorite.
I
installment.
used
That's
to
my
love
favorite.
that movie.
Oh my god! I
Imagine a
said
3-year-old asking to watch that every day.
Oh yeah, that's awesome.
Dude,
Every single day.
I wish my little son would have been, if I had one, would have been like, Daddy,
let's
let's
watch
watch
My
Dream
son.
Warriors.
I'm like, let's do it. Yeah, baby.
Yo. Oh, that's me now. My 3-year-old son, he loves
Oh
It.
wow!
The new It.
Oh wow.
I see the apple
Awesome.
doesn't fall far from the
That's a
tree. Let me
fantastic
ask you-
movie, man.
It is. It's awesome.
Even the original's freaking
Definitely
great.
doesn't.
So you guys went straight to Freddy.
Yeah.
Like, did y'all skip or did y'all actually get into, since he's 3 years
No,
old?
he didn't get straight into Freddy. He said, what was it? It wasn't Freddy.
My son
He
likes
said
It.
man.
Oh, it?
My son
Oh,
likes
yeah,
It, but
wake up,
I
baby.
started
Wait, the new one or the original?
The new one. I'm pretty
the new one.
Oh, okay. So the apple doesn't fall far from the tree. So let me ask you a question. What other family friendly
What's up?
What other family-friendly things do you watch with him? Like as far as horror goes.
Yeah, as far as horror, like
he likes the old Goosebumps.
Really? That's
nice.
dope.
Old Goosebumps.
Yeah.
That's always good.
That's dope. Have y'all watched the Monster Squad yet?
No, we haven't, but I know what you're talking about.
Oh my God, you gotta see that. That's great for families. It's awesome. Goonies is a little bit borderline horror too. You know what?
Yeah, it's so though.
Yeah,
it's a classic, but I wouldn't call it horror, honestly.
I would call it like borderline horror.
I mean, at 2 or 3, you might want to start out. You might maybe like some Transylvania. You know that cartoon
Hotel
with
Transylvania.
Hotel Transylvania. You know, bring them along a little slow.
Oh wow! So how did your channel get started? That's what I want.
Yeah, how did you start your channel? Like, what was?
So my channel. So I started. I had an original channel, and it got deleted by YouTube.
Really?
So I had that for about 3 months. And
can you tell us why?
Honestly, I didn't know it. For that one, I don't remember. Then I started another one, and I had that one for about 3 weeks, and it was copyright.
Oh boy.
So.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, because I didn't know what I was doing. So the first one, I think I made it to about 1,200 subscribers.
Mm-hmm.
Then it was gone. And I didn't know what I was doing. Busy at work. I didn't care to look into it. The second one, and I was in college. I was in college at the time also.
Gotcha.
Right.
And then the second one, I would use like movie clips, but I didn't know anything about copyright.
Gotcha.
So I would get the notice of the claim.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember, so the thing is, if you dispute it and somebody has a problem with you disputing it, I think they can strike you. So that's what happened to a few of my videos. And then the channel was gone. So then I just stopped for maybe a few months. And then I was like, you know what? I like doing that too much. I'm just going to start Nightmare Files. And that was a few months later. I started that. And that was April of last year. And I've just been going strong since.
So let me ask you this question. How does the success that you've had with this most recent channel, Nightmare Files, I see that you almost like got 50K subs. So in a year, that's pretty freaking awesome. How do you feel about that success?
I didn't know that.
Honestly, it blows me away. When I listen to my stuff, I cringe. I hate hearing my voice. But I don't know why people like watching the videos, but I like making the videos.
I mean, I listen, I haven't seen a bunch of your stuff, you know what I mean? But the little bit I did see, the production, the quality, the audio, the video, your voice, everything is freaking, to me, I think it's lit, bro. So, you know.
Oh, appreciate it, man.
Yeah, man.
Appreciate
no doubt.
So, like with the audio, people don't believe me, but I record on a phone.
Really?
What?
Wow.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Hell of a phone.
You must got one of those iPhone 10s or something.
Jeez.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
Wow,
But
that's probably why. Yep.
What I'm fucking going right now is a blue snowball. That's what I'm talking on right now, but I don't use it because I didn't like the way it sounded when I recorded it.
Ah, I see. No, but you know what? It sounds great. Honestly, to tell you the truth, I believe it really sounds really good.
Yeah, man. The stuff is great, but we're gonna get into that in a minute. I still want to get to know a little bit more about Nightmare Files right quick. So how did your peoples, you know, like your friends, your family, how did they feel when you came forward with, I'm doing a YouTube channel and it's gonna be called Nightmare Files and it's about horror? Because I know my family, there was like, you know, and Mysterio's family was like, oh my God, you're the devil. You know?
No, my family is pretty open about it. My mother, she was like, it doesn't surprise me because I always loved horror. Everybody else, honestly, not a lot of people know. A few of my friends know. A few people that I work with know. I'm pretty sure they're in the chat, but they're being really quiet.
Well, thank you.
Nobody really reacted in a funny way, but some people are surprised because if you meet me, you never think I'm into horror, honestly.
Okay.
But we'll get to that later, I guess.
Hey, we'll get into that later if you want, not a problem. Sometimes we have a caller come in through Google Hangouts. So before you leave later, would you be open to having someone come on and say, "Oh my God, Night Files, I love you"?
I doubt they say that, but yeah, I'm down for it.
All right, cool. We'll save that for the end, right before you hop off. How much time do you have, by the way? Because here we've been known to go 5 hours at times. We're trying to get off at 11 tonight, something like that. But how much time do you got? Because I don't want to keep you from anything.
I can try to go to 11.
Okay, great, cool.
I can try to go to 11.
All right, bet. All right, cool. So we got the Swedish mom in the house. What is going on, Swedish mom? You know something? I don't want to take up all the time. Mysterio, I know you have a couple of questions for Nightmare Files. Let's take turns.
Okay, well, we usually ask this a lot, but it's good to know different perspective and different answers. I really like asking, like, what is something that you wish you knew when you first started? I know you went into it a little bit with the earlier questions, but when you first started with YouTube and things like that, what is something that you wish you knew? How have you changed?
I guess other than the copyright stuff that you already alluded to.
Yeah.
But anything else?
I wish I would have known more about the community, which I didn't at all. I didn't know who was who. I didn't know who I was listening to. I remember hearing like Your Maker, and I think Mr. Nightmare. I think it was him. But I remember hearing those guys, but I didn't know who they were. I wish I would have known and studied the community before I jumped straight in.
Ooh, that's an interesting.
And known.
Can I ask you why?
I felt like I didn't know what I was getting into once I put up my first video. I was like, oh shit. Well, can I curse on here?
Lightly. Shit being the top of the list.
All right. All right, my bad.
It's good.
I don't know. I just wish I would have known and I would ask people to collab, but I didn't know the proper way to do it. Also.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that
was a big one.
Yeah. It's still
it's daunting in the beginning when you're trying to like work with people and you only got like 50, 100 subs or 200 subs. It's like, I want to work with this person, but I'm not sure how they're gonna come at me because. And that's kind of how I felt with you. I was like, 50,000 subs. Huh? He's going to say, get out of here, you little fly. Shoot.
Nah. I'm nothing
cool.
like that.
You're definitely cool.
Yeah, so if there's anybody in the chat that's new, what I would used to do was I would email or send a message, something. Like, hey, you want to collab? Just like that. And people don't respond too well to that. So,
right.
and they'll like, and I had somebody respond like, "What does collabing with you do for me?"
Ooh.
I was like, "Oh, okay."
Wow.
And I just never talked to them again. And then I had people just blow me off. But now those are the same people asking me to collab.
Yeah,
I remember everything.
Isn't that funny?
Mm-hmm.
That's funny, yo.
Yeah.
Real quick, I got a roll call. Gonzalo Valdez is in his house.
Welcome, Gonzalo.
You know something? Me and Mysterio was just talking about that earlier. This person who we've been trying to be cool with for like the longest. And, you know, we reached out and they were like, oh, well, you know, your audio ain't up to par. I try to make everything perfect and this, like real snooty. And you know, this was like when we were first starting, like a year ago. You know what I'm saying? And I feel you, bro.
Yeah. So I know this is like, I'm not trying to take over, but for new people that are asking others to collab, or people that are asking people to collab that are bigger than them, always have a story ready. Basically have them do as least work as possible. That's what I've noticed. That works. So if you ask so say for instance, I see Slumber, he's in the chat, and say I was a very small channel and I asked him to collab. I'm like, hey Slumber, I'm looking to make a video pretty soon. I have a story ready for you. If you're down to collab, I'm up for it. Just let me know. You know, stuff like that. All you will have to do is send in your audio and I'll do the rest.
Right. Yeah. I find that works easiest too, because we're almost at 1,000 subs. I feel like maybe before the year's out, we might be there. And I want to put out a 1K, you know, mega collab with different narrators, authors who send in their pre-recorded audio. And we're getting a pretty good response so far. So you're right. Definitely that's the ticket right there.
Yeah. That's what's up.
So what made you say yes to us, actually?
Actually, Queenie Todd hit me up before you all did.
She's awesome.
And I was just waiting for the call.
Really?
And when she hit me up, I started watching the videos. I'm like, oh, this is lit. I like it. So, hey, I'm here now.
That's awesome. Queenie, shout out to Queenie Todd.
Queenie Todd, that's
she's amazing. We got to work with her during the Creepy Channel Crawl. I don't know if you were in it or if you've ever heard of it.
Yeah, I was supposed to be in it, but I couldn't.
Okay.
Because I know all of those. I know Gory B and all those people.
Oh, that's great. Being that we're talking about names, who was your? Do you have any influence, people, YouTubers that you watched, all right, before you came out, that you were like, oh, I like this. This person is kind of like an influence to you, you know? Like for us, it would be like Dark Waters, or go ahead, baby, drop a couple of other names. Dark Waters.
I used to watch a lot of real ghost stories online.
Real ghost stories online.
But I think I stalked them a little too much, so they might be scared of us. I don't know.
I was scared them off.
Honestly.
Go ahead.
Actually,
I've worked with him a few times already, but Dead Bug Says, you know him?
Yeah, we heard about him. I heard about him.
He is phenomenal.
We have a few videos together.
I would love.
So his
I would love to have.
We collabed on my channel a few times.
I'm sorry, Miss. I'm sorry, Nightmare Files, but Miss Stereo gets a little bit ahead of herself sometimes.
I do.
And she tends to speak over people. It's a bad habit, but she's trying to break it. But please finish your thought, brother, about Dead Bug and all that.
It's all good. You all must be from the north.
Oh yeah, from New York,
from the north?
Harlem. Yeah, Harlem. We're from Harlem.
Okay, yeah, I'm from Cleveland.
Okay, cool.
I'm from Cleveland, so.
Not that far.
Dead Bug, Mr. Nightmare. It's this channel called Nope Too Creepy. You ever heard of that?
No,
I haven't.
Sounds interesting though.
It's literally Nope Too Creepy. So like his intro is like you're going down a hallway, and you open up a creepy door, and the person says nope and closes the door.
Cool, I like that. Sounds funny. I like mixing horror with a little comedy. You know what I'm saying? Like I love the Evil Dead series, Bubba Hotep.
Yeah.
You know, I like movies like Nightmare on Elm Street because it mixes some scariness and some fun, and some humor. I like that.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh.
All right.
Frostmare. You know Frostmare?
Oh,
my
yeah.
God,
Oh, yeah,
of
for sure.
course.
For sure.
I watched Frostmare before I watched anybody.
Mm.
Yeah.
But I know YouTube like kind of like deleted his channel.
Yeah.
Then he made another one. Then he had to make another one. So
Jeez.
Yeah.
You
He's
know
back
why?
now. King Frostmare.
Yes, he is.
Yeah.
Yes, he is. Well, you know they got it in for the horror narrator community. You know
Yeah.
that. Horror
Yeah.
tubers
Yep.
are, you know.
Hey, what you thought about the rap
Believe me, I
song,
know.
bro? Did you like the rap for the fans? for the family?
yeah,
That's
yeah, I liked
cool.
it.
You know,
I liked it.
I'm gonna have to put you in the next one, bro. Part 2.
I feel it.
Yeah, we have
All right.
a sequel.
Cool.
But yeah,
I'm
we-
down, man. I'm down.
Do you do any collectibles?
Do I collect?
Yeah,
No.
anything.
Well,
like
oh,
some people
so-
collect comics, some collect spoons, some collect trains and stuff or whatever. Like, what do you collect anything?
I collect tattoos. That's what I do.
Okay, that's a thing.
that is a thing.
It's
It
a
is.
thing.
It's addictive.
Oh,
Yeah,
man.
I hate the feeling of it, but I like the way it looks. First one when I was 15.
Wow. Yeah, I didn't get that brave until I was like 19. That's when I got my first one. I only
Gotcha.
have 3 and I stopped there because I realized I'm going to get addicted because it's kind of addicted. It really is. And I said, nope, I'm going to stop at 3 and I stopped at 3. But real quick, you were talking about Deadbug before, and just to add to that, yeah, I would definitely love to have it on here. The only thing is when we do, we got to make sure that that one is age restricted for sure.
Oh yeah, for sure. For sure.
But this guy is phenomenal.
I got a quick roll call.
Oh, yes.
Excuse me, y'all, but we got Christine Baker. She's in his house.
Welcome, Christine.
I can see if you can come on.
Nice.
I'll die.
That'd be great.
Yeah, I think we have 3 videos together. I think it's 3.
Oh, those must be lit, man. You must got crazy views
Yeah.
on those.
Hell yeah. Cause
Yeah, one of them is a caught on camera video on my channel. Another one it's one of my true crimes. Both the other 2 are true crimes. I can't remember the videos though.
well, Penny Tails Up in the chat asked a question. She wants to know if you've done tattoo reveals.
No, I haven't.
That's a weird question.
Our chats. Our guys always, will keep you in line when it comes to
No,
this question.
sometimes they get a little crazy with the questions, but it's all good because it keeps the conversation stimulating and interesting. So thank you for that question, Penny Sosa. That was awesome.
Send the questions.
Oh man, so what does the future hold? Like, what are you working on now? Do you have any new collabs in the future? Would you be willing to send
Yes.
us a story perhaps sometime in the future so we can add to that mega collab?
Yeah, we're trying to do one of those.
I mean, that would be cool.
Yeah, I can do that. Right now I'm working on 2 collabs. So
Oh, no,
You'll see
you
when
have
they come out.
time.
Nice,
You have
nice.
time.
No, but I'm asking him about his collabs. He said he got 2. I was wondering, not for like specifics, but maybe is it like a well-known person, like channels? Can you say who they are, or that's like a surprise?
it's a surprise, but
Okay.
it's 3 people, 2 different videos, and they're all well known.
We got a question in the chat from Athena or Rutherford. Where do you get all your stories and ideas from?
So emails basically, and then some of them so the stories are about 90 to 95% emailed to me from subscribers.
Oh, wow.
And then the ideas of like true crime and top 10s, top 5, stuff like that, I just come up with, or somebody would just email, hey, can you do this? And I'll just look it up.
Sweet. You have a question from Timothy Duran. He's in his house. He asks, here's a question for Nightmare Files. Do you have any favorite crime fiction authors?
No, honestly, nah.
Okay.
I'm more into reading about true life stuff.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right. Real stuff.
Yeah, that's the scariest
Yeah.
stuff, honestly. Cause like,
Yeah,
we
for me
love
it is,
horror
too.
and this whole community and everything, but there's nothing scarier than when something can really happen to you
Yeah.
for real. That's creepy as hell. Let's see here.
Native Girl Gamer. She's in his house.
Welcome.
Thank you, Native Girl Gamer.
So let me ask you a question, because for some people the answer is yes, others is no. But is your whole life all horror all the time? Like, do you go to horror activities around town throughout the year? Do you go to haunted houses?
Comic cons, any sort of horror cons, anything like that.
I've never been to a con. I love haunted houses. Sometimes even for Halloween, we have a haunted house at my house for the neighborhood.
That's awesome.
I'm not horror all the time, but I wish I could be.
Yeah, that's what I was going to ask you. What else do you like besides horror?
I wish.
Comedy, romance, documentaries. Like, what else do you like?
I like documentaries, true crime documentaries,
Right.
horror documentaries, especially horror documentaries.
Okay.
The romance, the romance is more stuff like, probably gonna laugh at me,
What?
like 50 Shades of Grey type stuff.
Oh man, you really into
Or,
the horror thing.
I used to like the freaking Silver Linings Playbook, and that what's that one called? The Notebook?
Yeah.
Oh, what about the notebook?
Nothing. I'm just saying, wake up, baby. Get your head in the game.
Honey, I'm looking in the chat.
But you know the movies are like,
But I like
Titanic.
Oh, yeah.
You're gonna laugh at me, but I enjoyed the Titanic.
He said he has something in his eye. I don't know what that was though, but that's his excuse.
Oh, because it was hot. You know,
Yeah,
you
sweaty
saw-
eyeballs, sweaty
Yeah,
eyeballs.
sweaty eyeballs. I wasn't crying or nothing.
He has sweaty eyeballs. Oh man, that is too funny.
I'm out of e-juice. I'll be back.
Okay. So Nightmare Files, tell us what is can you name anybody that you actually do want to work with in the future?
Yeah, Slumber, of course.
Okay. Hey, Slumber. That's cool.
I don't know. It's really hard to name because if
Yeah.
anybody's listening and you don't name them, they might feel a type of way.
Oh my
No, but
God.
of course, I would like to work with Corpse Husband.
Oh yeah, that's
I
like
would
the
like to hear it.
dream. I
Yeah.
heard he was sick for some time though. I think
Yeah.
he still is. He's just grinding and taking it easy, but he's still doing his thing, and he is a veteran in this. I gotta give him that.
Yeah.
So that's
Yeah.
that. But we got a lot of good peoples out there that have been doing this for a while and have been
Oh, I'm sorry to interrupt. Sorry to
No,
interrupt.
No, you're good.
I would like to work with Penny Tails Up, but
Mm-hmm.
the voice from her April Fool's video.
Ah, okay. Penny, are you paying attention? There you go. This dude wants to work with you.
But anybody else, like Mr. Nightmare, of course. But I'm not saying, of course, like, oh, he's a god, but I would like to work with him. Both have Nightmare.
Hell yeah.
But everybody else I've worked with that I wanted to work with, or I'm about to work with them. Put it like that.
Awesome. That sounds great, man. So let me ask you a question. how do you see your channel going? Like, what do you think the future of your channel holds? What vision do you have for it? Are there any new type of things that you would like to explore, new avenues?
I would like to go more into like spirits or ghosts caught on camera.
Oh, yeah, that's creepy.
But it's a lot of copyright with that.
Yeah, there is. You're right about that. That's true.
Or else I would do more caught on camera.
Ah.
Hey, let me ask you this though, because I still want to get to know a little bit about you. So, like, I went to college for a year, but I left because, you know, I had to get a job because, you know, Mysterio was pregnant, right? So I was like, I gotta start working. But what did you, you know, I wanted to be an architect or in advertising. That's what I was gonna do. But what did you study in college, if we could ask?
So I studied sociology, but right now I'm already working. I'm in the Army.
Oh man, thank you for your service, yo. Hold up. Bow down, bro. You keep us safe at night. You keep us, you know, able to live our life like a little bit with less stress, a little less stress. So thank you, man. Thank you.
Yeah, so I've joined like a little bit after high school, and that was 10 years ago. Today is my 10-year anniversary for the Army. So.
Whoa! Wow! 10-year today of all days. Yeah. Can you believe it?
That's awesome.
That's why I said today for the show.
Oh man, that's fantastic! Thank you for bringing us, making us a part of your 10-year anniversary.
Yo, that's a real big deal for us, so thank you. We appreciate it so much.
Thanks for asking me.
I love the men and women of our military because, like I said, they do a great service for us here, man.
Yeah.
Thank you.
People think twice before messing with us because of you guys, so we appreciate it.
Oh, yeah.
Appreciate you paying your taxes.
Yeah, baby.
That pays us.
Nah, man, thanks.
So did you actually, like, see any action, bro?
Yeah.
Oh, man. I hope you never got injured or anything like that.
No.
Good,
nah.
good.
Nah.
Good to know.
Not me. No. I actually have a story about that. That's on another channel.
Oh, okay. So 10 years, you've done sociology. You got this channel. Are you planning on making a website?
Nah, this is, I don't know. This is a hobby. I love doing it.
I see.
But I know it's about to slow down.
Oh boy.
So I'm gonna have to like record a lot of videos beforehand, but I know it's gonna slow down a lot.
Is your significant?
But I don't know. We'll see.
Wow, it must be hard when you're deployed during the holidays. Has that happened to you in your 10 years? Like, I don't know if you celebrate Christmas, but were you ever like away for Christmas? Like, damn, I wish I could be home.
Honestly, I've been here for all Christmases. There was one time where I did deploy the day after Christmas.
Oh, okay. So you've been fortunate. That's cool. That's awesome.
Yeah.
So I don't know, but I missed the answers to your question as to which YouTubers you haven't collaborated yet, but that you do want to or wouldn't mind in the future. I missed the answers.
So, said Slumber. Honestly, I'm surprised we have not collaborated yet.
Mean us?
Slumber.
Oh, you and him?
Yeah,
you and Slumber?
Tails up. Cool. Yeah, me and him.
Cool.
And
yeah.
He did say Penny Tails Up as well. And said, of course, Corp's husband and
Penny Tails Up.
Cool. I'm pretty sure it's gonna happen now because she's in the chat. Slumber's in the chat. So I'm pretty sure now it's gonna happen.
Oh yeah, I got. Oh yeah, me and Slumber are actually cool. So we just never collab.
Well, that's surprising.
But everybody else else I've collabed with or I'm getting ready to.
Okay, sweet. I got a quick roll call though, Nightmare Files. We have Brian Torres is in his house.
Welcome,
Please
Brian.
do not forget to like and subscribe if you haven't already, Brian.
And
Thank
don't
you.
forget, sharing is caring.
Yeah, go on Twitter right now. Go on Facebook. Go on Instagram, Pinterest. I don't care what WhatsApp. Go out there and say, hey, people, the one and only Nightmare Files is on the Dezombified Stereo Dread right now.
That's right.
Let's get him over here. So Slumber says, yeah, we should. See?
I see.
So it's all good, baby.
Yeah,
Penny
So
says
I'm
it
down,
would be
man.
amazing. So there you go.
I am down.
There you go. That's what's up, man.
That's gonna be epic. That's gonna be epic because that is one talented sister.
Gothic Rose is also putting an application in. She wants to work with you as well. So far, you got 4 applications. The Gothic Rose, Penny Tails Up, Slumber Reads, and of course, last but not least, us.
That's right.
The Zombified.
We want to do this.
Gotcha.
Nice.
That's awesome. Thank you so much, brother.
Honestly, this
Wow, sounds exciting. I was this close to joining the Navy SEALs. The Navy, to become a Navy SEAL. I was this close. I walked into the freaking I walked into my local recruitment center, and the guy was like, yeah, so what you want to do? I said, I want to be a SEAL. And he said, okay, that sounds great. Why? I said, because, I wouldn't mind having a license to kill some evil, bad people. And he was like, oh, you're going to do great here. You're going to do just fine. And for some reason or another, I think it was the same time. Yeah, it was, yeah.
Eyesight.
But, yeah, I was this close, man.
damn.
And Bathsheba was an army wife. And she
Yeah, I
says
saw
she
that.
understands.
I think Space Oddity Kayla has some people, some family members in the military as well. There's a lot of people in the chat that has family members who are or were in the military. My brother was in the military. He got an honorable discharge. Let's see. Mysterio's grandfather actually was a bodyguard for the president of Santo Domingo,
It's the
the Dominican Republic.
Yeah.
So he's heavily
cousins
decorated.
here who are-
Cousins who are also in the military. So yeah, we're pro-military. You know who served as well? A local nightmare. He served as
Oh,
well.
really? I didn't know
Yeah,
that.
you didn't know. He was telling stories about, some of his
So
experiences
I
out there.
probably wasn't in the room at that time. I take a lot of breaks.
Yeah, that's true. You do take a lot of breaks. But real quick, roll call. We got Josie. Kitty.
Welcome,
She's in his house. So, what you want to do now? You want to try to get a couple of phone callers to say hi to Nightmare Files? Or you want to do a couple of news stories with him so he could laugh with us? Be like, hey, what do you think of this story? We still
Well,
have any?
first, I'd like to ask him if there's
Oh,
anything
wait,
else
you know
you'd
what
like
we
to say.
what we should do is head to his channel and look at his banner, his channel.
Of course, if he
If
doesn't
that's okay
mind.
with you, Nightmare Files.
Yeah, you can show the ugliness.
Oh, no. It's not.
You know what I like about him? He's crazy modest. I like that.
That's a pretty good
That's what I like. I like people that are humble and modest and
Yeah.
not full of themselves. And that's what's up. Down to earth. I like it. So
Oh,
this
that looks
is
creepy.
are we showing this now?
Yes, we are.
Okay, scroll to the top though. You want to see his banner?
Let's go to the top. It's
It's
smoke. which
nice
is
and
really
simple, elegant. It says Nightmare Files.
cool. Big words.
Big letters,
Mhm.
nice smoky background, real nice and elegant. Let's go to the about section. I always like to read our guest
yes.
about sections right quick.
Yep. Let's see.
So, true crime stories, true scary stories, and the paranormal. If you like to work with me or send in your stories, email me at nightmarefiles1@gmail.com. Go back to his videos so we can start seeing some.
That's
So
some creepy
the
looking-
most recent one is top 6 bizarre moments caught on camera. Before that was 8 creepy true horror stories never told, featuring Unit 522. That's cool. Which we want to get him on our show, but he doesn't have a Twitter, or he can't be messaged on Twitter, so I don't know how we would even get him on.
He wasn't the only one on that video.
Oh.
Yeah, I see this ...
Yeah.
But yeah, I like all these, you know, The Conjuring 3 true story, what really happened. 4 terrifying true deep web horror stories, 4 creepy true kidnapping horror stories. I mean, everything is here. There's a little bit of everything for everybody, which I like.
Look at that.
Y'all had a lot more true crime at the beginning.
Oh wow, 15 photos with creepy backstories. I'm gonna have to check that one out.
3 true disturbing close encounter horror stories. ...
Creepy.
Look at this one. Top 8 life and death moments caught on camera. With see the bear. There's a bear in the background.
That has dead bug in it.
Oh, that's awesome. Look at this one. I caught a cult sacrificing a woman, and look at that. Look at that.
Yeah, that looks weird.
Wow.
I love it.
Yeah.
No, dude.
The Tylenol murders. Oh boy.
Oh, I saw that one. The Tylenol murders. I remember that one. That one was shook because I remember that in the news. I remember hearing about it, although I was really young. But it's it's creepy the way that they did this. This was just, oh man, yeah, we gotta. You guys, if you haven't seen that one yet, the Tylenol murders, you should see it. Like, it's a little bit. Sorry about that. It's a little bit of a oldie, but it's a goodie. And not everybody has heard about it. It definitely did bring like some memories back to me. That was creepy, but it's a good one.
You see the Michael Madison one?
Michael Madison.
Oh yeah, he was.
Oh yeah, East Cleveland serial killer.
That has dead bug in it also.
Oh word,
nice. He was crazy and evil and twisted. Was that the one where like the person's family lunged at him in court?
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that.
Real quick, a good night to Gonzalo. Have a good night, Gonzalo. Thank you for dropping in, brother. Oh, shout out to Otherworldly Things with Mike P. He's in his house. His house.
I haven't seen you in a while.
We have Nightmare Files on with us, Mike P.
Yeah, we do. We have Nightmare Files. He has joined us tonight. He is our guest, and he's telling us all about him. We just finished viewing his channel. He got some good stuff up in there.
What's that question you always ask?
Oh, okay. So Nightmare Files, let me ask you a question. Do you want to share with us?
Send it.
Do you want to share with us, okay, an experience that you might have had that some would consider paranormal, supernatural, or just unexplained? And should we put the story time scene to that?
It wouldn't be paranormal. It's more creepy.
Okay.
Or like, creepy. Damn.
We like it. We like it.
Because it has nothing to do with ghosts. Honestly, I've never. So I've had sleep paralysis, but I wouldn't say that's paranormal. It's just weird. But
it is.
I'll tell you the other stories.
Okay, go for it.
You want me to start?
Yes.
Yeah. So I have 2, and they happen almost at the same place. But we used to walk to school, and at the end of our street there were these big apartments. But our parents always told all the kids, do not walk behind our apartments in the morning. But we didn't listen. So in the 6th grade, we were walking, and I don't know, it was maybe around 7:30, and we hear some tussling inside the building, but we kept walking. We didn't really pay attention to it, and then we hear a woman screaming, and she came running outside, and she had her baby in her hand, but she was bleeding. The baby wasn't bleeding, she was. And then there was this man, he came running behind her, and we could see he had something in his hand, but we couldn't tell what it was because by that time we had walked past the apartments. And then she started screaming. She was yelling, "Help me!" And then this guy just started stabbing her. And the kid was in her arms, and she was screaming for somebody to come get her kid. So we all ran back there. All the 8th graders, they were, bigger than us. They basically jumped on the dude. My friend, she grabbed the baby. And that dude, basically, he got locked up. We don't know how long, though. But I know that wasn't really scary, but
No, that's scary.
that was scary to us at the time. Then another one, which was a year before that. This one is actually on my channel, but I'll tell it a little different. We were walking home from school one day in the 5th grade, and all the kids, like, they started making noise that weren't near us. They started laughing, and I don't know, they were just making weird noises, acting crazy like kids do. And we started looking over, and the kids were running from this person that was walking. But that person, we were looking closer, and we thought it was a girl, but it was a guy. The guy had on woman's clothing, and this girl that we were with, she kept throwing. It's like, so she was one. It was a few kids throwing rocks at him and calling him, certain names. But he wasn't paying attention. He was just smiling and walking forward. So at that time, I was playing on a travel team, basketball, and I got back from practice, and it was about 2 days later. I'm getting ready to go take a shower, and the news is on, and they're talking about this guy who tried to kidnap a girl. So I'm really not paying any attention until I heard the girl's name, and she went to school with me. And then they said the street, which was the next street from me. So what happened is she went outside to get her mail, and she looked across the street and she saw that guy. He was standing there, and he was waving like a little girl. And he yelled out, "Remember me." And he started skipping across the street, but that skipping turned into running. And she ran inside, and he started banging at her door. She called the police. They got him, but I don't have any follow-up on it. But basically, he was saying, I don't know what he was saying, but he was saying things to her at the door that a guy shouldn't say to a little girl, basically. And the reason he said, "Remember me," is because she was throwing rocks at him.
Oh.
My goodness.
Somebody in the chat remembers that story.
Yeah,
Creepy Clown Girl
says she remembers that.
Yeah.
I don't know if she remembers it from
Yeah, so
your channel or she saw it in the news.
So it's on my channel, and then somebody animated it. I think it was Wansi Entertainment. They end up animating it.
Oh, cool. We got a quick roll call. We got Dustin Fleming in the his house. And also Frank
What
the
up?
Tank in the his house. Oh, man, that was two very, the scariest stories are normally the real ones. Like that dude, I think he was from Chicago, and he was a Spanish dude, and he had some girls trapped in his basement. He got one of them pregnant. I think she had the baby or something. I don't know. That was crazy.
That's on my channel.
That is crazy.
That's on my channel.
How many years ago was that? I think 6.
Something like that. Yeah, Ariel Castro.
6. Yeah, that guy.
He
Oh,
was a
man.
sick bastard.
6.
Yeah, that was in Cleveland.
Yep. He got knife, right?
I hope so.
No, he ended up committing suicide.
Oh,
I didn't
yeah,
know
that's
that.
right. That's right.
Good. I hope he's burning in hell.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
God forgive him.
So, if you notice, I have a few Cleveland videos on my channel, and that's one of them.
That's cool. That's cool. Did you get to see? There was like a movie about it. I think on like Lifetime or something. Lifetime channel.
Yeah, I saw it.
I never got to see it.
Remember the dude?
Is it good? Was it good?
Yeah, it's cool. It's straight like any other movie like that.
Right.
Okay.
So what dude?
Yeah.
So the dude remember the guy that they interviewed, they made all the memes about?
What, in regards to that case?
When he said, yeah, remember the guy that they interviewed, black dude, he had long hair.
I remember him.
Yeah.
He was funny.
I used to play basketball with him in my backyard.
What? Oh my god, that was really cool.
I used to play basketball with him all the time in my backyard when I was a kid.
You gotta, who y'all talking about?
Okay. Ariel Castro, right? The guy
that did the things,
to those girls,
right?
All right. There was a guy who rescued those girls because one of them got out.
Yeah.
Yes, and one of them girls ran to him.
Yeah, I remember that.
And he ended up being a meme because he was really funny.
Right.
But he ran and helped the other girls escape, and he called the police, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, that's awesome. That's cool, man.
And
he's like a hero.
Yeah.
Son. That's awesome.
Mm-hmm. And he was funny though. That was a funny interview. I think that's like one of the top 10, including the. Ain't nobody got time for that.
I thought it was.
Ask me outside.
Everybody's getting raped around here.
Hide your wife, hide your kids. That's another one. That would be a top 10. It would be among it. That was mad funny.
Anton
Dodson. Yeah. You know he had his own hairline after that.
Oh,
he's very successful.
Nice.
With hair beauty products.
Oh man.
And stuff. You know.
So before we take a call, Nightmare Files, anything else you would like to say to us, or anything else you want to talk about before we get the phone call, Google Hangout caller?
Again, I appreciate you all having me on here. Honestly, I was surprised.
Really?
You're surprised?
Because I swear to God, I was surprised.
Wow.
I didn't expect it. Like when Queenie hit me up, I'm like, for real? I was like, all right, cool. I'll wait for the call.
Awesome. That's true, because we told Queenie, and she was like, yeah, man. I got the hookup.
I did it for Dingleberry. You know, Dingleberry was like Nightmare Files all day, every day.
Yeah,
I think Creepy Clown Girl and Feely, I was like, yeah, Nightmare Files. I was like, you know what? If I could make it happen for you guys, I'll do it. And I'm happy that I did, because you're such a cool, down-to-earth, patriotic, freaking superhero, bro. Thank you. For real. That's awesome.
Hell yeah. Then freaking Queenie Todd came in with
Queenie.
with that hookup. All that. I'm like, okay. Just like you guys demanded. You asked for it. Here we go. Here's the man himself, Nightmare Files. If anybody wants to come up and say what's up to our boy, to our boy here, Nightmare Files, let us know on Twitter so that way we can send you a link.
But first, give us a green heart emoji, and then we'll go to Twitter. Because we're just not going to go to Twitter for nothing.
Oh, Creepy Clown Girl already gave us a green heart emoji.
Wow.
So it ain't going to be
She's on it.
Nice.
She's on it.
On it. That's Creepy Clown Girl, man. She's like so awesome as a person, as a human being, but also she's great with the promotion and bringing people, like, just bringing people light, you know, shining the light on people, and
yes, she is.
She's great. She's great, man.
Absolutely. We tease her about that on it, because on our Discord, she's a member of our Discord server.
Yeah, you need to come on, bro. Maybe we could have at least one night you drop in. People gonna lose their shit, but it's all good. That's what Discord is for, to lose your shit. You know? That's what it's for, baby.
Gotcha.
Athena Rutherford wants to come in as well.
Yeah, do it. Athena Rutherford. And so can do you know Athena Rutherford personally?
Who in the chat knows
or
Athena?
all? Because I
Me?
have.
Me?
Okay, cool. Send her the link.
Yeah, send
her the Google.
No. I was asking, were you asking me?
Oh no, we wanted to know
how
if anybody in the things. Yeah, exactly. If anybody in the chat knows who Athena is,
Athena, let us know.
Let us know so that we could hook up on Twitter somehow and send her the link in a DM. So guys, let us know. And John Crane is in the house.
Let me tell you something. John Crane is in his house. Yo, I've been doing just the craziest things that nobody should do. Nightmare Files.
Like what?
Yo, let me tell you, reaching out to you is already I thought it was a stretch.
Yeah.
But I thought it was a super duper duper super stretch when I reached out to Let's Read, and he agreed. He was like, "Yeah, I'll do it." And then I reached out to Mr. Creepypasta, and he was like, "Sounds like fun. I'll do it." Yeah. I'm like, "Holy
So that's
smokes."
something that you guys got to look forward to in the future.
I was like, "I'm pushing boundaries, making a fool of myself." Creepy clown girl, she's in his house.
Welcome.
Ooh, baby.
Thank you.
Here's the man of
Hello,
the hour.
Nightmare File.
Hey.
Oh my gosh, I cannot believe I'm in the stream with Nightmare Files.
Oh my goodness, y'all! I swear, y'all have made me blush like 6 times.
You deserve it, bro. You deserve it. I want all our guests to be blushing and happy and giddy and feeling like they're home and welcome and family, man. So I'm loving it.
Oh yeah.
Appreciate it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we're all about expanding our family
and our friends and networking and making people happy. Yo, let me tell you something. We're from the year 2550. We've been sent back in time, Nightmare Files, from the future to bring peace, love, and unity. There's a couple of photos of our time traveling follies. We're gonna put the latest photo up on the screen, and you can look at it whenever you like, whenever you get a chance.
when it comes.
But yeah, man, we're all about love and peace and unity. So keep crying, girl. Go ahead, baby.
Absolutely.
What? Sorry. I was just waiting for him to see the video or the pictures.
Oh, it's not up yet. It will be. There's a delay, but it'll be up. I'll let you know when it's up on screen, at least for the live. Hello,
but enough.
Hey, Dustin Fleming.
I remember you telling the story on your channel about one of the incidences that you had with sleep paralysis. And that's a story that has forever stuck with me.
Are you talking about the one when I deployed?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was on Aries. You know Aries?
Yeah.
That was
but
on her
I still
channel.
remember it, yeah.
Yeah.
Y'all can check the screen now, by the way. That picture made it up there. Proof that we are time travelers.
Yeah, so if you see anybody you recognize in that photo, let me know. Yeah.
But I also remember the story of you laying there awake and your buddy was there and you could see a shadow, and you basically watched him be killed.
Yep.
Wow.
So that was in Iraq in 2010.
Yep.
He was having some bad times basically and shot himself. But I was asleep. So the times that I've had sleep paralysis were when I was dead tired. So if you ever had it, it happens more if you lay flat on your back. I don't know if you all know that.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
So, I'm laying there and he was telling me about hard times, but I didn't think he was that depressed. But he basically shot himself. And some people see things during sleep paralysis, and I felt that day that I did. Basically, short version of it.
Oh, wow. I can totally relate to the sleep paralysis. I told my story